Now this is the second lecture for the paper EL 5503, Unit 3, Signal Generators. Here we study the standard signal generators and modern laboratory signal generators. Thank you. Now we start second lecture of the signal generator. Here we just repeat last lecture. The main function of the rectifier, conversion of AC into DC with the help of oscillator. We convert DC into AC. AC means alternating current. So we can get different signal with a different frequency. There are various types of the signal generators, but several requirements of the all types of the signal generator are common. The first one requirement is the frequency. The first requirement is the frequency of the signal should be known and stable. The second requirement is the amplitude should be controllable from very small to relatively large value. Amplitude should be controllable. And the third one is output is distortion less. We can say that this is our signal sine wave. Right? From here to here, this is periodic time, and from periodic time we can find out the frequency. This T is our periodic time. F is equal to 1 upon T. That means 1 upon second. That means it is nothing but hertz. It is nothing but hertz. So frequency should be controllable, stable, amplitude must be controllable, and output is distortionless. These are the three main requirements for the all type of the signal generator. Then in last lecture we discuss about the fixed frequency AF oscillator. Last lecture we discuss about the fixed frequency AF oscillator. Here oscillations at a specified audio frequency are easily generated by the use of an iron core transformer to obtain positive feedback through inductive coupling between the primary and the secondary windings. Then we are discussing about the variable AF oscillator. This is our fixed frequency oscillator. This is our variable audio frequency oscillator. In this variable AF oscillator, for general purpose use in the laboratory, should cover at least the full range of the audible range, that means 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz, and should have fairly constant pure sinusoidal wave output over the entire frequency range. Hence, variable frequency AF generators for the laboratory use are of the RC feedback oscillator type. Otherwise, we can also use beat frequency oscillator. BFO, beat frequency oscillator. Now the basic standard signal generator is nothing but sine wave. For this, the structure is nothing but oscillator and attenuator. This is our oscillator. This is our attenuator. The function of the oscillator: generate the sine wave, set the frequency. The function of the attenuator, it will be set the level, or we can say amplitude of the signal. Amplitude of the signal. So the sine wave generator represents the largest single category of the signal generator. This instrument covers a frequency range from few gigahertz to many gigahertz. The output is few gigahertz to many gigahertz. Few hertz, it's very small to large. This is the output of the sine wave generator in its simplest form is this. The sine output is nothing but sine wave. How to generate sine wave? There is a need of oscillator, there is a need of attenuator. With the oscillator, we set the frequency. With the attenuator, we set the amplitude. This is our output. Output is sine wave. The simple sine wave generator consists of two basic blocks, oscillator and attenuator. The performance of the generator depends on the success of these two main parts. The accuracy of the frequency. What is the function of oscillator? The accuracy of the frequency. Stability of the frequency, or we can say signal, and the signal must be distortion less. These three main function is done with the help of oscillator, while the amplitude depends on the design of the attenuator. Which type of the attenuator we are using? Which type of the attenuator we are using, that set the amplitude of our output sine wave. Then we are discussing about the standard signal generator. Then we are discussing about the standard signal generator in last lecture. Again, there is a oscillator and there is a attenuator. In between this, there is a amplifier. Here modulation takes place. इसके साथ modulation oscillator whatever the signal generated from the oscillator given to the amplifier, whatever the signal given from the modulation oscillator, it is given to the amplifier, modulation takes place, and finally this amplified signal is given to the attenuator, and we are getting output. Here there is a meter. We can get external signal from another oscillator which modulate with the carrier signal and then given to the attenuator, and we are getting output at the meter. This is done in last lecture. Now in here we are discussing about the modern laboratory signal generator. Modern laboratory signal generator. Why we need this modern laboratory signal generator? This is our first question. Why there is a need of modern laboratory signal generator? Already there is a standard signal generator. Then what is the difference between the modern laboratory signal generator and the standard signal generator? So for this, to improve the frequency stability, a single master oscillator is optimally designed for the highest frequency range, and the frequency dividers are switched into the to produce lower range. So highest range of the frequency to lowest range of the frequency, we are using modern laboratory signal generator. In this manner, the stability of the top range is imparted to all the lower range. The another way, the master oscillator is made insensitive to temperature variations and also to influence of the succeeding stage by careful circuit design. The temperature compensation devices are used here for any temperature changes. The block diagram of the modern standard signal generator is given as here. This is the block diagram of modern standard signal generator. What is inside this? What is inside this? So first of all, we are discussing RF oscillator. This is our RF oscillator. Then it is nothing but LC tank circuit. It is nothing but LC tank circuit. You see here, this is L and this is C. With the help of L and C, this is LC tank circuit. That is nothing but it is our LC oscillator, right? The function of this LC oscillator, it is also known as the master oscillator. This is nothing but it is known as the master oscillator. This B1, B2, this is our B1, this is our B2, this is our B4. These are nothing but it is buffer amplifiers. These are nothing but it is buffer amplifiers. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? This is our 2:1 frequency divider. This is our 2:1 frequency divider. What is the function of this? With the help of LC oscillator, we generate the very higher range of the frequency, and to lower range, to get the minimum range, we are using 2:1 frequency divider. That means 9. When we are connecting here, then it is divided, highest range divided by 2:9. 8 means highest range divided by 2:8. 7, that means highest range divided by 2:7. In this way, we are getting very small value of the frequency. It is nothing but it is use of the flip-flop for frequency division. For this purpose, we are using flip-flops. Then what is this? This is nothing but it is our power amplifier. It is nothing but it is our power amplifier. The function is modulation is done in power amplifier stage. So we know that there is a oscillator, there is a attenuator. In between these, modulation takes place. So here this is our master oscillator. With the help of these two, we are getting master oscillator. This is our amplifier where the function is the modulation is takes place in this power amplifier. Then what is this? Audio oscillator. This is our audio oscillator. Then there is a motor. This is our motor. That means whatever the master oscillator, there is a two switch, automatic modern signal generator. Thank you.